There's a variety of effects also in Illustrator. I'm going to click on this M of Mickey and I'm going to go to Effects and I'm going to go to Stylize and I'm going to choose Drop Shadow. And if I click on Preview, it'll show me, it'll give me a little bit of a drop shadow. And I can individually change my drop shadow options. And if I'm happy, I can say, I'm going to take it to 3 and say OK. And now I've given my M a little bit of a drop shadow. I can go to the other M of mouse. I can go to Effect, and if I want to give it the exact same effect, I can say Apply Drop Shadow, and it'll give me another drop shadow. Alternatively, I can click all of my words and I can give them all the exact same drop shadow. So now I've applied an effect. I can also go a little bit further and I can click on the Mickey and I can go to Effects and I can go to 3D Material, 3D and Material. I can go Extrude and Bevel and I can go to, let's say, Extrude, or I can even go to Plane and I can extrude, or I can inflate. I'm going to go to Extrude for a little bit, and then I can also rotate my free form and I can create a little bit of a Mickey that looks like that. So now I've used a couple of effects to do that. So now I can move it around, or I can even make it a little bit bigger. Sorry, by holding my Shift key down and actually creating a bigger or a smaller mouse, however I want to choose that, and I can move it around however I want to do or change that. I can go Command Z, Command Z, Command Z to take it back to where I want to be. So there are various options in the effects window that I can actually use to create a variety of options. I can create some feathers, some inner glow, outer glows. I can create rounded corners. What does the rounded corners do? If I, for instance, create a square, I can choose those circles on the inside to create a square around corners, or I can actually go to rounded corners and I can actually create some rounded corners for my shapes. So there are a variety of options for me to actually use the effects window, and it's all about exploring the options that they have to offer. There is also some warp tools where you can use that you can arc or shell or wave or flag text that you can use with this.